Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. I don't know what to expect from this. This is Stone Enjoy After Brett IPA. They did this beer in 2014, and they say, according to the front label here, enjoy after December 26th of 2015. Well, that was not quite a month ago. So it's been in the bottle, and according to what let me read you the commercial description here. And it's not a big beer, 7%. Yep, 7% alcohol by volume. Uh, I'm not sure they actually put a bottled on date on this one. I do not see it. Parrish, my good friend out in California, sent me this. I do not see a bottling date on, which is unusual for those guys. They usually put a bottled on date on there, but I do not see it on this particular one. So I do know they did it in 2014. The commercial description here says, what you hold in your hands is an experiment. This IPA is spiked at bottling with Brettanomyces, a wild yeast that over time brings out charmingly unpredictable complexities of spice, funk, acidity, and more. The operative words in our beer selling thesis are over time. For those of you who are impatient or like to experiment, the earliest we recommend sampling this beer is October 31st of 2014. The beer won't be fully carbonated until that date. Ideally, you want to sell the beer up to or beyond the enjoy after date to help it reach its full evolutionary potential. At that point, some facets of the Brett characteristics will have mellowed, while others will have become more profound. It all matures into a fascinating and delicious culmination. Individual results may vary, and that's both the beauty and the intent behind this beer. So, that's where they were going with this beer. I really don't see how they could sell her an IPA without losing all of the hop profile after a year. I just don't understand that, but maybe I may be wrong. I'm not a brewmaster. I do know that the hops do fade over time, so I got a feeling this is going to be more funky, more Brettanomyces than IPA. So we'll see. This is a big bottle. This is a 750 milliliter corked and caged bottle. So, and I've read some people love it and some people not so fond of it. So we'll see where this ends up, guys. I don't expect a big hop profile on this beer being in the bottle this long. So food pairings for this style of beer is, of course, is still listed as an American IPA, I think. Yep, still listed as an American IPA. So your food pairings are going to be exactly the same as a typical IPA. The cuisine is curried in a Thai. The cheeses are peppery, pepper jack, Monterey, sharp blue cheddar, your more stronger cheeses, Gorgonzola, Limburger. And the meat for this is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon, and I will add grilled meat for a typical IPA. So I don't know what to expect with this one. I've had some beers with Brettanomyces in it, but I don't think I've ever had an IPA that's been in the bottle over a year that had a massive hop profile. So we'll see what this one brings. So Parrish, thank you, my brother, for sending this to me. I did sell it for that year plus that they were recommending. So we'll see where it comes. Glassware, a pint, back and a tumbler, mug, Sion, Sidell. Got my favorite glass that Parrish actually sent me. This is a solid beer glass, and it says here not recommended for extended cellaring, but that's contradictory to what they're saying here. So that this beer was done in 2014. I would think probably earlier in 2014 if they didn't want you to open it till October to be fully carbonated. So I'm hoping it's not going to be over carbonated, having yeast added at bottling. So I hope it don't spew all over the place. That's going to really piss me off. So hopefully it has matured and aged well. So let's see. It is time. Get this cork and cage out of it. I'm a big fan of most everything that Stone does, and the cork is already coming out of it, guys. It started moving as soon as I took the cage off it. Damn, I hope this don't explode. Big pop. Well, it's not coming out of the bottle, so that's a good thing. But if it didn't have that cage on it, the cork would have come out a long time ago. As soon as I took the cage off of it, the cork started coming out. But it stayed in the bottle. That's a good thing. But I'd say it's very carbonated. What do you think? I mean, it's already got 3 fingers of head and there's no beer in the bottom of the glass. He said. We're going to pour this very gently, guys, and I'm still going to get probably 4 fingers of head on this beer. I can smell the Brettanomyces yeast from here. Getting that funky barnyard farmhouse funk to it. Oh man. I don't like beers when they're this carbonated. I really don't, guys. If I want champagne, I'll drink champagne. Something that's going to have all that big fizz and look at it. I'm not a fan of that. And the bubbles are just going crazy in the bottom of the glass. And the head is still growing. That's the only drawback I have to cellaring something that's bottle conditioned or additional yeast has been added to the beer. Look at it. It's 3/4 of an inch above the top of the glass already. I better get some of this out of there before it runs down the side of the glass and chaps my eyes. Lord have mercy. Look at it. Slightly overcarbonated, would you think? And that's the problem you have when you add yeast before you bottle. Look, it's an inch above the glass. Cheers. Cheers, Parish. I'm getting nothing but foam. Well, guys, tell you what. Instead of me harping and fussing, I'm going to cut the video off and let this settle down. I'll be back when we're able to drink the damn thing. Alright guys, we're 5 minutes in. I've emptied the bottle. This is what's in her glass. I poured another pint. And as you can see, the Sovereign beer glass has still got it growing out of the top of the head. Way. Did I say way? Overcarbonated. Very disappointed in what they're doing here on this. I'll never sell her another IPA. If it says enjoy after, I'll tell them to suck my, yes, right. We're going to let it settle down some more. I'll be back. Alright guys, we're 10 minutes into it and the head is just not dissipating. It's an overcarbonated mess as far as I'm concerned. Couldn't hardly get a nose on it. It is very orangey. Of course, the first part of the bottle is fairly clear in the glass, but the last part that I poured is very cloudy. A lot of sediment in the bottom of the bottle, of course, because it's still fermenting when they put it in the bottle. This is way overcarbonated, guys. I'm definitely getting that farmhouse funky yeast from that wild Brettanomyces yeast that they used before they bottled it. A little bit of lemoniness, kind of citrusy. Straw, hay. Not a massive hop profile. The Brettanomyces yeast is just kicking everything else off the table. They could have probably used half the Brettanomyces yeast per bottle as they did. Wow. I'm a little disappointed here, guys. Kind of bitter on the back end. Almost has a medicinal taste to it. I'm not going to prolong this agony. I wouldn't be afraid to say this. This is probably one of the most disappointing beers from Stone that I've ever reviewed. I would have probably been better off to review this at the end of 2014 instead of letting it sit in a bottle for another year and keep building up carbonation and all that kind of stuff. I don't know really where they were going on this. More than likely just to try something different. I don't think they've done another one like this since then, so probably a good thing. A lot of these brewers try to go out of the box and just do something different than nobody else has done. And like I said, it doesn't have a massive hop profile. All the hops have faded now that it's been in a bottle over a year. The Brettanomyces yeast is overtaking and overpowering everything. If you're looking for that barnyard funk house funkiness, that Brettanomyces yeast is definitely bringing that to the table. And if you're into the Brettanomyces wild yeast, you may love this beer. It's not doing a lot for me. Final chug. And there is no bottle on date on this. So I don't know exactly when this overcarbonated mess was put in the bottle. Like I said, kind of disappointed on this. Besides being way overcarbonated like the Evil Twin beer was, it has no bottled on date, and they're just telling us to enjoy after what they think they should mature at. So, not impressed. Not impressed. Parrish, I'm sorry, my brother, that you spent your hard-earned money on this, and then I'm sorry that I sold it for over a year to bring it to where they say we should drink it by. And it's just, if you're in, like I said, if you're into the Brettanomyces and you like that barnyard, funky, wild yeast taste, you may like this. You may like this a lot. Not doing a whole lot for me. I do enjoy a nice saison or a farmhouse ale, but with the overcarbonation of this beer, I'm just glad it didn't spew all over the place. But like I said, who wants to have to sit 30 minutes and wait for the head to die down? And it's still, I mean, after 15, 20 minutes, this has still got 3 fingers of head on it. When I try to pour it in her glass, I get this much beer in the glass, and then the rest of it in the pint glass was all head. Nobody wants to wait that long or have a head that massive in their beer. So I don't. So to me, guys, it's a 4. I'm going to give it a 4. If I was putting a numeric rate on this, it'd probably be a 71 or a 72 average. That's what that is. Nothing outstanding. If it did show up here, I would not buy it. It says 2nd edition on it, so maybe they have done it once before. Like I said, I would not purchase this. I know this is an expensive beer, and that's why I hate it for Parrish. He probably spent $15 or more for this beer, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, guys. Very disappointing because I'm a big fan of Stone Brewery's beers, and this was a letdown. So that's what I got to say about it. We'll go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 86 in the very good range. Well, somebody liked it a whole lot more than I did, guys. And over to Rate Beer, they say overall 97 and 97 in the style. So maybe I just don't get it. Maybe it's just over my head. Zoom. But I am not impressed when I have a beer this overcarbonated. It really chaps my ass a little bit. And then on top of that, to have it, call it an IPA, and it has no hop profile to me at all. It's not a malt bomb, but the Brettanomyces yeast is just taking over everything. It's just, it's not an IPA. I would call this a, I would call it a saison, or a farmhouse ale, a Brettanomyces farmhouse ale. That's what I would call it. It's damn sure not an IPA. So, with that being said, if you've had this one from Stone, they're Enjoy After December 26th of 2015. Let me know what you think. I was not impressed. Like I said, if it shows up here, I would not buy it. If they do another edition, I will not buy it. So, sorry Parrish, my brother wasn't blown away by this beer. So if you've had it, guys, let me know what you think. And we'll dig something out, I'm sure, a little better than this tomorrow. See everybody there.